Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Source First channel card read for the collective. Tuesday morning. I have got my old faithfuls here. Oops. Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. Totally love these cards. I don't even have the box for them anymore. That's how well used and well loved they are. Let's see what Spirit's got to say to us this morning. We talked the other day in one of the cards about kind of being like a sling, like being pulled right back, stretched taut, right before, oops, we get fired. And that's what I feel like today. I'm going to take that one. They keep jumping, but they're not jumping, if you know what I mean. So, there's another one. And just one more, please. This is a really big deck, this as well, so it's very, oops, very hard to handle. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we've got. Know your worth. So 54, so 5 and 4 is 9. End of the cycle, that is. Completion. Basically universal love, you know, you've learned what you've to learn. You've learned what you came to learn for this cycle. So whatever that means to you, obviously this is a general read for the collective, I can't be specific, so, you know, but it's going to be either a relationship or work, isn't it, you know, home life. You've learned what you came to learn, and remember who you are. And when we talk about being on the spiritual journey, it doesn't make us any more or any less, pertaining to the card, know your worth, or any less than anybody else. But we just forget, because it becomes normalised, this sort of work that we do, you know, where we're doing the internal work, the self-reflection, the dark night of the soul, the inside job, I call it. You know, not everybody is here to do that. When I was writing the book recently, The Soul's Whisper, I think it was The Soul's Whisper, because I did 2 over the back end of last year. The other one is the Sacred Reiki support guide. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for anybody who's doing the Reiki attunement, because there's lots of information in it that you can use on a daily basis. But I think it might have been in that book that I wrote, I researched how many people are on this journey, and it's something like 0.01% of the 8 billion population are on this journey. Now that is a minority, isn't it? You know, so just know your worth. What, like, we've come here to be here at this time to achieve something that a lot of people on the planet haven't opted to do this time around. That's not to say they've not done it before, not to say they won't do it again, but just know your worth, you know. And look how far you've come. I said this to a client the other day. Look how far you've come when you've been doing the internal work, when you've been doing the awakening journey. You know, we get so caught up in it. Remember who you are. Next card out is 29. So we leave that as an 11 because it's a master number, and it's all about your intuition and your spiritual insight, illumination, inspiration. So 11 is an angelic number, 1111, connection to source. See the bigger picture. So when we're in the middle of this awakening that I spoke about, you know, the the inside work, the dark night of the soul, it's really, really difficult to see a way out. You know, you're absolutely just consumed by everything that's going on. And what I urge people to do, clients who work with me through the Ascension program, excuse me, I'm just going to get some coffee. I ask them to, and it's not about emotionally detaching and becoming, you know, cold, but it's about stepping back and seeing things from a higher perspective and understanding. And that's what we do through the Ascension courses. We look at the other people involved in our traumas, our skirmishes, our upbringing, so we can see the bigger picture, so that when things happen, because, you know, life still happens to me as a guide, life still happens, but I now have worked through the traumas and the upset and the hurts enough to be able to step back and see it for what it is without having it affect me. And so you just sail through that, and that's about Ascension, the growth, that ability to not be in the feels, you know. So see the bigger picture. And the last one out is 31. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read those to you. Skunk spirit, giraffe spirit. See, the giraffe spirit, I mean, the giraffes are just lofty, aren't they, you know? They're way up there, higher perspective, so that absolutely ties in with the bigger picture message. And this one, the groundhog spirit, 31, time to let go. And 3 and 1 is 4, and it's all about foundations, that, and stability and structure and hard work and grounding. So let go of what it is that you've been going through. Thank it for its part that it's played, because remember, nothing is wasted. We come here to teach, and we come here to be taught. So the people, the situations, the environments that we've experienced have been for our ascension process. And it's literally like, yep, tick that box, right, next, what's next? Let's work on the next thing. And it's time to let go of what you've just been coming through, so that you can move on to the next and tick that box. Well done. Well done, because, you know, as I said before, the 0.01% of the population is doing this, is doing the work, and it's difficult. So well done for whatever it is you've just been going through. Congratulations from Spirit there. Thank you very much. Namaste. Please remember for the energy exchange to give me a thumbs up and a share and a like and a subscribe, and please comment on the channel to help it grow. Thank you so much.